Welcome back. Nearly 3,000 people are gathering at Target Field this morning for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Close to $1 million has already been raised. Very impressive. This annual walk is held in more than 600 communities nationwide and is the world's largest fundraiser for Alzheimer care, support, and research as well. As many of you know all too well, Alzheimer's is a progressive illness that destroys memory and other important mental functions. In the United States, more than 6 million people have Alzheimer's, and like many others, this event at Target Field calls on participants of every age to join the fight against this disease. Growing awareness about the struggles of Alzheimer's comes in all sorts of ways, including a new children's book based on a true story about a Minnesota family. We're going to show you the cover here. It's called The Christmas Heart. It is a children's book about early onset Alzheimer's. There it is, and the challenges of a family in Albertville and what they were facing when dealing with the chronic illness. Joining us now, as you just saw, the book's author, Pam McDonald. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me this morning.
Tell me about you're a former teacher.
Yes.
You live in Lakeville, so very local to our area. But the inspiration is actually not your family. It's a family from Albertville, specifically Patty. Tell us about Patty.
Yeah, well, I actually knew of Patty and Mark, and I actually knew of her daughter, Megan and Brad. And several years ago at Christmas time, I knew some of the struggles they were having, but I actually heard of the Christmas miracle that they experienced. And when I heard the story, I just thought, that is a book. And so I reached out to Brad and Megan and Mark and Patty and asked them if I could use that as an impetus for a children's book. 2 years later, after a lot of rejections and a lot of rewrites, the book is here, and it really talks about Patty's struggle and the family's struggle with young onset Alzheimer's. When I was doing my research, I found that there were little to no books in the Minnesota library system about young onset Alzheimer's. And so I thought, this is a facet of Alzheimer's that's quickly growing, but there isn't any way to support families and children about telling them what to expect. So I thought this might be a good avenue. And the other thing about the book is, even though it talks about something as hard to handle as young onset Alzheimer's, it's also very hopeful and beautiful because it talks about the real Christmas miracle that the family experienced 2 years ago at Christmas time.
That is, I'm excited to read it and learn more about it. But what age is this for? And because it is a delicate conversation, you know, when you're talking about a child noticing differences and changes in a grandparent.
Yeah, the book is written as a picture book, so it's a read aloud. Something that adults would read to children. I'm thinking anywhere from 4 to 8 years old would be the best age for it, but it really talks about Patty's granddaughter Maddie, and what Maddie was feeling as Patty was not physically changing right before her eyes, but was changing mentally before her eyes. And it kind of goes through her feelings, but then also talks a lot about how we, even as people leave our lives, there are many signs that they're still with us if we just look for them.
And we had been hoping that some of the Patty Schomer's family could be here with us today, but they're actually over at Target Field getting ready for the Alzheimer's Walk. But they have started a foundation, and actually a percentage of your book sales go to their foundation. Talk about a little bit what the foundation does.
Their foundation is Humble and Kind and Alzheimer's Foundation, and what I love about their foundation is they seek to support caregivers of young onset Alzheimer's. So young onset Alzheimer's is a little bit different than some of the other facets of Alzheimer's in that the person is young, so they still might have younger children, younger grandchildren. They and their partner are young themselves, and so their challenges are a little bit different than somebody who is much older when this disease hits them. So many times families are looking to keep somebody with young onset Alzheimer's in their own home, and that that presents an amount of challenges as well.
Yeah,
so this foundation seeks to help caregivers of those patients of young onset. For example, when I was at Putting for Patty, their big fundraiser this past June, the family was able to give quite a large donation to a family that needed to redo their bathroom for their mother so that she could stay at home, and they had a beautiful video of how the family was able to use the funding to be able to keep that mom at home. And that's what they seek to do, and I seek to not only talk about the book, but to help people learn about their foundation.
Yeah, lots of help needed in this entire subject. Again, it's called The Christmas Heart. Pam McDonald, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Congrats on your book. Appreciate it.